Master YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Bad Religion. We are going to react to the song Sowing the Seeds of Utopia.
Oh,
Utopia.
Bad Religion once again.
Yes.
Requested
Yeah,
by
enjoy
Timothy.
it. Yeah.
Timothy seems to love Bad Religion.
Bad Religion.
Is determined to make Bad Religion popular on YouTube.
I hope they do.
Hope he succeeds if the songs are good enough. We'll definitely say so. Let's listen to Bad Religion Sowing the Seeds of Utopia for the first time.
We all know politicians only go just halfway there, just halfway there. The innocence of youth, the protection not abused, but no one seems to care. Yeah, no one seems to care. And you sit there and watch the world go round from your pseudo benevolent vantage point, while we who've been left to pick up after you try our best to make some sense for those who come next. Now what have you done to foster the truth? Besides just hide the lies, besides just hide the lies. A selfish campaign never justifies the gain. What the means are verified, yeah, the means are verified. And you sit there and insist you are right from your popular psychological podium, while those who rely and depend on you, they wilt because you don't accept we need each other. Also in the seeds of utopia, you invoke a convenient amnesia. You forgot how to care, you forgot how to provide, you forgot how to work for the meaningful life.
Oh,
Wow.
powerful stuff
They have
stuff
short
by
songs.
Bad Religion. Pretty
Yeah.
short, but so much substance
Great.
packed in there. Wow.
They are a mix
Incredible.
of Nickelback and The Offspring.
Nickelback is not necessarily doesn't focus on politics so
No,
much.
they don't.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
talk
they are
about
more
life,
into
more about
relationships,
life
yeah,
issues
like
and
love.
relationships. So yeah, I wouldn't say Nickelback, but yes, definitely The Offspring once again, and yeah, few other bands along the way that we've heard, and
Young bands.
yeah, nobody really cared about. I mean, even the reaction videos are just dumped somewhere in the corner of our channel as well as on YouTube. Nobody cares about artists like that at most times. And Bad Religion seems to be going that way for me too.
Oh, why?
They seem to be strong, very strong words. But when in your personal life and in your professional life, if you don't make much of a difference, much of an impact to yourself with the work you do, who cares what you have to say, really? It's like an artist, I mean, any artist that's out there, I mean, if they don't have an impact with their work, whether you're painting a tree or a mountain or painting happy little clouds or happy little bushes and whatnot, if you don't have an impact on the viewers, people who view those paintings, who come to appreciate or admire your art, what's the point of making that art? I mean, if your life is miserable per se, your personal life, and I'm not referencing any particular one artist here, but there's so many tons and tons of artists out there who are pretty unhappy, and the suicide rates among the artist profession is quite high, has been from time art started. So it's not as high as the dentist, but definitely halfway there. So same here, I mean, people who have all these things they want to change the world, or they want to highlight all these things that are happening in the world. You got to do something more than that. I mean, if you're just going to pick up a brush and take up an idea, take up a cause and start painting and do nothing else, there's no point to that. Your life has to revolve around masterpiece revolve around the piece of work. Your purpose should be that. And unfortunately for bands such as Bad Religion, I could be mistaken, but definitely having never heard of them before coming on YouTube or before being requested it, I can safely say that yeah, these are possibly an artist who's in that bucket, who's got good ideas, good intentions, writes good songs, but sadly, if you don't believe in it yourself, or you're just doing it for some other reason, whether monetary or otherwise, it shows. It shows in the results. And I'm saying that with a lot of experience in working in different fields and following people in different fields, as well as mentoring people in different fields for the last 2.5 decades now. So I know what I'm talking about. I enjoyed the music. This is the third song I've heard of this. But if you're going to keep talking about all these problems that exist possibly in your part of the world, your neck of the woods, and it ends over there, sadly you're never going to be a Led Zeppelin. You're never going to be a GNR. You're never going to be a Metallica. Never ever. Never ever. And I won't be wrong about it. I would be happy if you prove me wrong, but I won't be wrong about it. What does Kirti have to say about it? Let's see.
I'm enjoying them. I'm definitely enjoying their energy. Energy is good for a rock band. Bad Religion has got good energy. Bad Religion, good energy. Apart from that, yeah, just like Xavier said, I'm not too sure how impactful all the things are. Although I like good lyrics that are written by bands. And here too, in this one I felt somewhat we overdo with, trying to diagnose the problem but not trying to prevent anything. Before even it happens, and not trying to find solutions of problems. We just try to diagnose. I think the world has been over-diagnosing problems and overly focusing on diagnosing the problem but not actually looking for any solutions. Everybody wants to look smart, that, oh look, I know what the problem is. Everybody, I think, knows what the problem is. Let's start doing the solutions, not just talking about the solutions, but let's start doing something so that we are towards solutions, not on finding out problems. I guess all of us have done that.
Yeah,
we know what the
and
problems
if you
are.
have a problem, such a major problem with your government, with leaders in your part of the world, why are you still in that country? Why are you still supporting them? Why are you still enjoying the privileges of being a citizen of that country? Do something serious. Let go. Move out, change, make a difference. You're not standing in, you're not becoming one of them with what you do, and you're not doing anything to stop them from becoming more powerful. So might as well leave. It seems like the easy way out. It isn't. It takes a lot of courage to leave. It takes a lot of courage to say no. Do it, because stories like that come up from your part of the world every single day, every minute of the day. In fact, there are so many stories of hypocrisy, of crime, of hatred, of discrimination. How much can we take? How much can the world take? What I do, and I follow what I preach. What I do is I stay away from most of that bull, S-H-I-T. I stay away from it all. I won't have any apps that support them on my phone. In fact, I just have 2 apps on my phone. Apart from, of course, the inbuilt apps, the camera and all that are also called apps.
Yeah.
But apart from them, I just have 2 apps on my phone, which I absolutely need for grocery shopping and, communication with family members and clients. So that is how it is. I follow what I preach. I don't like the others. I literally have removed apps that were inbuilt too. And I've paid the price for it because
Don't do that.
They mess around with my phone battery.
Yeah.
They mess around with other apps.
It's
it's like criminal usage. They are like criminals on your phone. In the real world, if they go around messing around the way they do with our phones, they will all be behind bars. But these people are not behind bars. These tech people who make these apps, the biggest ones, they are not behind bars for the way they mess around with our phones because we just uninstall them or don't want to use them much anymore. So yeah, I follow what I preach. I don't like something, I say, okay, full stop. I lived without it till 20 years ago. I lived without all of them. All of them are bachas or babies as we call them in our part of the world. I lived without them very, very well. In fact, if I look back at my life in 1995, or before that, my life was much, much better socially than what it is in 2021. Much, much better. And I'm not saying that, oh, I'm not to blame for that. Yes, definitely I'm to blame for the choices and the decisions and the paths I chose leading up to 2021. But the fact is that if all these apps weren't around, the world would be a better place. All these governments wouldn't be around. These corrupt, manipulative people, the world would be a better place. So the best we can do is stay away from them, ignore them, stay away from them, do not support them in any way. In fact, even reacting to music like this is actually supporting them, because you're making these people more powerful.
Yeah.
You're actually making them more powerful. That wow.
Also, there's a syndrome people have around the world because there's so much music that I've reacted to, and I think we get the feeling somewhere through the news and everything. People, and including here in India, people have this mummy daddy syndrome from their governments. So they expect a lot of things from the governments and politicians. Politicians are of nobody. They are not of their own families. If the family themselves come in the way of their, the glory and all the fame and everything, power that they are so hungry about, they will get rid of their family members as well. And there are so many infightings, you know that. So I don't understand how do people expect politicians to be something else than politicians. Politician is a polity, and that is exactly what they are meant to do. If you need changes in your society, I think it begins with you. I think it begins with your family. It begins with your close connected people and neighborhood and everything. You don't have to wait for a politician to do anything.
Yeah, the world
They are
was,
not the mothers and fathers of people.
when it comes to topics like this, the world was definitely a better place 3 decades
Without
ago.
politicians.
The importance given to politics and the media in today's world
Yeah, it's
is
too much. It's
is
too
off
much.
the charts. It's silly. It's downright silly, the kind of importance we give to these two entities. If you just and I would say tech media more than conventional media. The importance we give to tech media and these politicians is just crazy. How much of our lives, our time is devoted to these people. So these corporations and these entities. I mean, life was so much better when our attention, our time was divided to so many things. I mean, how many people have hobbies in today's world? It's difficult to have a meaningful hobby in today's world. 25, 30 years ago, if I just look back at my schedule, and I have, not just mine, but even hundreds and thousands of other people who are my clients and students in the last 25 years, I definitely have a pretty good idea about their schedule in the past. If they were alive, of course, they were born and alive. So it seems like all of us had hobbies, all of us. If you talk about 1998, 99 or so, even till those years, all of us had meaningful hobbies. We would spend 7-8 hours a day maybe in our hobbies. And those hobbies were not like being on your phone, just going through news and all that, things like that. Phones had just come at that time. It's about so many other things. People had a lot of hobbies. For me, I had a good amount of 8 or 9 hobbies that I would spend a lot of time on every week, every month. There was a lot of time devoted to those hobbies. So anyway, long story short, you want to make a difference. Instead of just preaching about it, talking about it, singing about it, make some changes in your own life. And when you make those changes, people around you notice, and they will realize, oh, it's definitely...
You mean business?
Yeah, you mean business, and let's make that change because we enjoy those benefits too. If we make these changes, even we'll enjoy the benefits that you enjoy. Yeah, that's it for this reaction video.
Thank you for watching.